that. See, my eyebrows is cut a little.
Okay. Okay. Snow. It's pure, it's white, and small. Just as a child should be. Their thoughts in the air think nothing of the future until something or someone comes and corrupts these little innocent minds of theirs. Young girls getting pregnant, kids at 10 saying they are girls when they're supposed to be boys, or bisexual, because they're taught at school. They're confused about their gender. Little girls looking like adults. These are all effects of not letting children be children. In my point of view, children under the ages of 12 shouldn't be taught the experiences of an adult, or what I say is the mature point of adult should not be taught for a child. Any kind of child, either would be in elementary school or middle school. My first point is family business or family affairs should stay in a family household. Teachers should not teach young students about family things. As I'm saying, teachers should not be teaching students about what their students' parents should be teaching a child. For example, is straight families or mixed families, or a common term, nuclear families. In this generation, people are forced to accept different gender families. They teach about nuclear families, but not about straight families. This will change a child's point of view of how they look at their own family if they have a straight family. And when I say straight family, as in I'm saying as a normal family, as in it's a mom and a dad instead of 2 moms and 2 dads. Perfect example of that is recently there was a elementary school where the teachers were reading this book to the students about first grade, second grade, to the first graders, second graders, and kindergartners. In this book, it had many forms of families. So there were nuclear families, as in 2 moms, 2 dads, and then they had different kinds of parents and like different situations with families. But they did not include normal families to where there was only 1 mom and 1 dad. And it caused an uproar between the parents because their child would come home and ask their parent, why is our family have a mom and a dad instead of 2 moms or 2 dads? Because they were confused of what was supposed to be okay. Another point is gender identity should not be a school requirement or a school course. It shouldn't be even announced in school unless you're doing the separate bathrooms and the gender neutral bathrooms. Other than that, it should not be required for a student to learn about gender identity. The reason why I'm saying this is because they don't have it now, but they are planning to, according to the CBC .org, that they're planning to instill into high school, middle school, and elementary school a gender identity course. With this course, they will talk about the process of becoming a girl or to a boy, or a boy to a girl, and what you qualify yourself as in your pronouns, you will pronounce yourself, and then the higher levels you get, the more knowledge you stuff, the more mature stuff of that is processed. One of the evidence or quotes from this is, not only is this class going to confuse these students, but it will go against some of the students' religious belief and what they think is going to be changed because they are going to be instilled and drilled about this in school. According to the Fox News, it's only going to create more confusion in the minds of young people who do not know anything further, confusion about sexual identity. In school, it should be taught about education-wise, the basic stuff that you need for your life, or like reading, writing, math, the basic stuff. It should not be included sexual identity because that is a family matter, as I said before. It does not go into school-wise. My third and final point is children need to be stopped being sexualized. The reason why I say this is young girls need to look like young girls. For the past few years, including recently, I have seen many photos on social media where there is a young girl where it says that she is 10 or 12, but she looks like she can pass as an 18-year-old. Not only because of her face and where she wears all this makeup, but also the way that she dresses. And the reason for that is because children are being taught mature things and experiencing mature things at a young age. According to the Psychology Today magazine, we're creating a generation of supersexualized children. A significant number of children are actually demonetizing sexual interest or sexual behavior at early ages than ever before in our society. Kids are exposed to sexual matters that were previously only in the preview of adults, and the greater the exposure is, the more greater the consequences of what's going to happen because of this. And one of the main things because of this is teen pregnancy, which comes to my third point. Teen pregnancy now in 2018, it has lowered since 2015, but the number is still greater. According to the CDC government, in 2017, a total number of 994,377 babies have been born to women at ages 15 through 19, for a birth rate of 18.8 per 1,000 women in this age group. Even though the age level, the rate has lowered, it's still a significantly big number compared to other countries around the world. And then my third and final point is this generation is going to be more confused about themselves, way more confused than what we are. The kids, back to my first point, the kids are going to be confused about their own family. They're going to think that their family, since they're a normal family, a mom and a dad, is weird because they don't have a mom and a dad or a normal family taught in school. Another thing is they're going to be confused about their gender. They're going to think, since I'm a boy and that girl is a girl, am I supposed to be a girl or a boy? Or what are the pronouns that I'm supposed to use for these people? They're going to be confused. They're not going to know how to handle the situation because it's going to be drilled in their minds that this is how they're supposed to do it. And then one of the things I'm most worried about is my generation, they're already adults. But I'm worried about my kids and my grandkids' generation. If this generation right here, as in the younger generation, a tad bit younger, if they are dressing up as adults and maturing more faster, then I'm worried about how my kids or my grandkids are going to be matured, or how they're going to be taught in school about sexual identity, or how they're going to be sexualized. And it shouldn't be allowed because kids are supposed to be kids. Kids are supposed to be playing around, playing in the dirt. They're not supposed to be and have an adult mind. They're supposed to be innocent. They're supposed to be the essence of like an angel. But now they're basically adults in kids' bodies. and that's not supposed to be happening.